think I remember how to do this. So the whole Ronda Rousey signing has been really interesting. It's been kind of controversial in a way for a lot of people because there have been lots of headlines in favour of her being there in terms of big star from the UFC going to the WWE, the mainstream media attention it's going to get. It's the big hook for this year's Wrestlemania because you always need that kind of celebrity wing and all of that. And then there's been the other side of it where there have been a lot of fans, and I don't think they're entirely in the wrong, that have been very, I don't even think skeptical is the way I'd want to put it. Basically, there's been a lot of this theme of why is she here taking a spot? That kind of discussion. The thing is, actually, now come to think of it, I've heard it more from actual wrestlers in the company than actual fans. And a lot of the wrestlers, and wrestlers they're a funny breed to me, actually. They're a funny breed because, and believe me, this is going somewhere, they want all the support in the world when they branch out and do other things, or if they go into acting, or, you know, have a guest spot on a CW show, or, you know, get a little side spot on a film or something like that. You know, they're all for getting those kind of things, but it's really interesting that when somebody branches over to them, how they get fiercely protective and kind of forget the fact that it's an actual business and it's about drawing money and it's about putting asses in seats. And yes, there are some things that you may feel are not fair, but what's that infamous phrase, and I'm going to have to PG it, the truth don't give an F about your feelings. Like, obviously everyone felt like CM Punk should have been in the main event, but he wasn't drawing, but then The Rock comes in and draws more than he does. That's the actual truth of the matter. And this looks like it could be the case with Ronda Rousey, but I feel like what happened on Sunday on the show, The Elimination Chamber, I feel like what they did on Sunday was probably the best possible option for everyone involved. Because I know a lot of people are in fear of, oh, they're going to put her in the women's title match against us, over Asuka. That's going to take her thunder. Oh, she's going to come in and beat Charlotte or Alexa Bliss. She's going to come in and just take the 2 title spots there. They've already built up Nia Jax. They've already built up Asuka. They've already built up Charlotte and Alexa. Oh my goodness, this is the worst thing ever that's going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. There are women more deserving on NXT, all of those things. And I actually feel like what they did last night was the best option for her, because it looks like now they're going to do the Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax, I think, are going to have their match, which I think works given what they've done with them on TV. And it's quite clear that Alexa's persona is scared of Nia, that's why she's friends with her. So that works. So you get that. So they get their Mania match and payoff. Charlotte and Asuka, I think, will be absolutely mind-blowing, and sign me up for that. I will see you there. It also looks like they're doing Sasha Banks and, oh goodness, I always forget this woman's name, Bayley. So that's the other one that they've built up from Royal Rumble and then Elimination Chamber. So it looks like they're going to do that. And now you have the Ronda thing, which I think works. So it looks like Ronda and Kurt Angle, so you've got 2 Olympians, and Hunter and Stephanie in a mixed tag match. And I feel like that is the best of all the options they have, because I just know that if they put her in one of the 2 title matches for the women's belts, I know people would get real peeved about it. God, I've got to watch my language. Actually, why do I care? I don't even get monetized anymore. They'll get very peeved about it. So putting her in the match with Stephanie, building off of an angle from a few years back at WrestleMania with Kurt Angle and Hunter as well, I think is a good option. And depending on how they build the match, structure the match, I think it could work. People seem to enjoy seeing her put Hunter through a table. Now, it was interesting being in Las Vegas, given her history with Las Vegas MMA fans. There was some boos. I expected that. And there have been some boos, because didn't Kurt announce her contract signing and people booed there as well? So there is that too. So, but I feel like this is the best option. Give her the gimmick celebrity wing match. You know, it's a good way to kind of get the jitters out there when she's in the ring. And I think that's the best option. You have that, basically you do the Sting formula where you kind of pad it up and gimmick it up, hide any weaknesses right now, and you should be fine. The only thing was when she was doing the promo, she did kind of appear to be a bit lost. And my only thing I can say is this, and this is just my feelings on it. If she is trying to play pro wrestler, it won't work. And we've seen so many people do this. We've seen it with Rampage and Tito in TNA, if you remember. And we've seen it countless other times of people playing pro wrestler. It doesn't work. Now, she is the closest thing to Ronda Rousey that we've seen in the UFC, with that screw face. And yes, you could say that heelish, bratty attitude. I think that could work more. Just maybe limit what she says at the moment until she gets more and more comfortable with that kind of promo. Because it's different. It's one thing doing press conferences and articulating yourself in that way. That's different. It's different when you have to kind of give this kind of performance. It's very, very different. So maybe just avoid trying to play pro wrestler, kind of like the Brock Lesnar formula. Be who you really are and turn it up a little bit. And I think it could work. But all in all, I think that is the best possible option and the best solution for all involved, and probably avoids the biggest amount of backlash right now. Now, it'll be very interesting to see what happens after this is all over, because I wouldn't be surprised if the fans kind of turn on her, and there was some boos there, but we'll see what happens tonight on Monday Night Raw. Anyways, me waffling on. I feel really out of YouTube shape at the moment, but yep, got a lot of goals for this channel. So if you see this, comment down below, let me know what you think. Give it a comment, share, subscribe. God, please subscribe, and I will see you all soon.